I'm going to walk how to upload a video with AlphaForm. So I'm going to come to AlphaForm. There are some instructions right here on how to record a video of yourself running toward the camera or from the side view. And then I'm going to have step 2, just keep the primary subject, main focus of the video. There are not other subjects next to the primary subject, and video approximately 10 seconds or so. I'm going to select a video of a block start, and then we're going to have Coach MacGyver give some examples on the type of form analysis that can be done with this block start. You can see it's uploading now after I click this upload button right here. And we're going to see this video process and then some of the results that come through. So I'm not going to speed up the video or anything. I just want to show real time what it can do with this video of a slow motion video of a runner coming out of the blocks. So it has to upload the video and then process it. And then we'll see the wireframe put on the runner along with some other graphs that are there. Okay, so the video has finished processing. We can see the graphs that are generated: hip dip, left knee, left hip, left ankle, right ankle. And what I'm going to do here is come to the video link, and if I select the video and then I say video as, then we're going to put this on the desktop. So there's the video that you can download and be able to save it. Okay, now I'm going to turn it over to Coach MacGyver for analyzing the running form.
All right, what's up, guys? This is MacGyver from AlphaPeak, and I'm just going to show you real quick on how you can use AlphaForm to analyze a block start. So I'm the head sprint coach at Timpview High School in Provo, Utah, and this is one of my seniors that just graduated, Jared Esplin, and he is 22-1 in the 200, 11-2 in the 100, and then 49-1 in the 400. And he's actually probably got some of the best blocks I've ever coached. So I've processed one of his videos, and there will be a tutorial on how you can do that as well on our website. But I just kind of wanted to walk through, this is a cool new tool. We're using AI to plot points and extrapolate angles. And so we can analyze sprint mechanics, especially out of blocks. Okay, so here I'll just play the video real quick. And you can see hip dip. This is an extraneous variable because we're at the sagittal view here. This would be more important, obviously, in top speed mechanics at a frontal view video. But we're just going to be focusing here at the knee, hip, and ankle angles. Okay, so I'm going to play the video real quick. Okay, so we see he's got great block clearance, very good heel recovery, great triple extension, great explosion. He's a very talented athlete. So we're just going to walk through some things. Okay. So some of the most important parts of sprinting, obviously, is we want to get to point A to point B as fast as possible. And so that means everything we do is going to be a horizontal movement. So all the effort that we put in, we want it to be contributing to our objective of getting to the finish line as fast as possible. Okay. And so one key point I want to bring up here is we see where his hips start in this block, and I'm just going to draw out a horizontal line. Okay, so the hip is the center of mass, and we're just going to see, okay, how is he doing here? Okay. So I'm going to exit out of here. I'm going to play a few frames forward. Okay, so we see it's exploding up. He gets his vertical force up. Okay, that's important. That pressure on the blocks creates enough vertical force to keep your center of mass without face planting. Okay, he's going to explode, get that left arm really high, that right arm out forward. He's going to try to keep that heel, and you can see there's a little bit too much butt kick. We can get a little bit better heel recovery with that left arm. But here at triple extension, we see that with the first step, he has moved his center of mass horizontally. Okay, so center mass was here, moved it horizontally. It's really, really good. Now, some key points here is we talk about triple extension in sprinting. Now, everybody's body is different. However, there's some general principles that everyone can follow that they can get faster and more explosive. So what we want to look at a little bit is this knee angle here and this hip angle. So as we go over to these charts, and again, some important things is this going to track it through the entire video? But really, we just need some snapshots. And so here we can see a triple extension. His right knee is at about 11 degrees, right under 20 degrees. That means he is really extending this knee, right? He's using all the force he can. But also his hip angle, it's only about 15 degrees. If it was a little more, we'd see his torso, he'd be bent over, right? Or if he was already standing up, okay, that's just things that we really don't want. And so we want to get really extended in that first step without sacrificing too much stride rate. So let me do this. Some other pointers. A lot of times we look at this left knee, and that is the forward one highlighted in yellow. We're at 73 degrees here. And so we probably want more of a 90-degree angle. We'd want more of a square angle here, okay? Because then that would mean that he didn't have so much of this butt kick of a heel path, right? So if you rewind back the video here, he kind of has this heel path. Let's look here. Let me undo this. Okay, so he's going to take a path that's almost an arc, okay? We'll see how well I've drawn this. Okay, we see immediate flexion, and you can actually see that represented here on the graph. Is the immediate flexion after the gun goes off. And so we see this left knee, we see this increase, right? We generally want to keep that. It started out at 90 degrees. We'd want to keep it right around that 90 degrees. See a pretty stable curve, but we see that sharp increase here. Okay, as the video goes on, his foot travels on that curve down until we see ground contact. Now, in a perfect world, we'd want to see something a little more. Let me get with a different color. We'd want to see a little more of up and then down. You can't see that real quick. So what we saw was a little bit of an arc. And we'd want to see something a little more of approximation towards, let's see. Let's go white, probably see white. Yeah. We want to see a little more of that toe drag. And then up. Something a little more like that. And what that'll do is it will just give him a little bit more of a horizontal distance with that first step. It's not massive for him in this video, but it will give him some marginal gains and give him a little bit better power transfer. So and so anyways, okay, so let's get the next step in here. Okay, so we're going to scrub along, get ground contact. Now his heel recovery on his right leg is actually phenomenal. You can see that path on his heel. And then the other part too, this is kind of the golden position of sprinting. And so we see that his knee angles are almost, his knee positions, excuse me, his knee positions are almost mirroring each other. You know, at this view, it's actually hard to pick apart which is right leg and which is left knee. However, their joint angles only differ by a few degrees, and so that is phenomenal. You know, a lot of researchers say this is the golden position of sprinting. This is the position that maximizes your horizontal velocity. And so that's great. It's phenomenal work. Phenomenal work. Okay, so now we're going to scrub till second step. I think we're just going to go through 2 steps today. Got great heel recovery, great heel recovery. Okay. Then we're going to get to that triple extension again. Boom. Okay. This is great. Just a few pointers here. Okay. Because again, we're looking at extension here, extension here, and extension here. And so what we're seeing is, and this is left knee. Okay, left knee, 30 degrees. Okay, that's great. Left hip, 15 degrees. That's awesome. That means he's really getting his hips forward. He's using those glutes and hamstrings to really get it. And then his right knee, 63 degrees. He's driving out. And his right hip is 64 degrees. That's great. So that means he's really, really driving out. And then his ankle angle here, let's see, left ankle is negative 8.5 degrees. And so that means he is getting that extended. So great sprinting from Jared. He's been a phenomenal athlete. Sad to see him go, but he's graduated, and so he'll be doing some awesome things. But yeah, so that's a little bit more on how you can use AlphaForm. You can extrapolate joint angles and really work on solidifying your sprint form. You can objectively measure it, and you can upload as many as you can. And so again, I'll put the link to AlphaForm in the description. Right now it's free. You can do as many as you want, and so you can track it over time. And this is an awesome tool for athletes and coaches to take their sprinting and block mechanics to the next level. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you on the next tutorial.